Dabo Swinney held his presser today on the campus here at Clemson to give his thoughts on what he foresees with the 2024 Clemson Tigers, as well giving his thoughts on the landscape of college football at large. We'll start with the headline that many Clemson fans care about, and that is that Cade Klubnik has impressed Coach Swinney in his time, both in spring practice and so far what he's seen in the offseason. Just growth of leadership, expects that big step taken forward. Coach Swinney also pointed out that he felt that Cade Klubnik arguably was judged too harshly last season, being a first-year starter. In Dabo Swinney's words, you expect Johnny All-American in his first year starting, and it doesn't always work out that way, although he did point out a lot of areas where Cade Klubnik needs to improve, specifically avoiding negative plays, taking those sacks, keeping the ball off the ground, keeping the team just moving forward, playing clean football. And he thinks that's precisely what you'll see from Cade Klubnik in year two. Quick footnote on the quarterback position, Christopher Vezina is listed as QB2, or at least that's what Coach Swinney said, heading into fall camp, which will start August 1st. But he said it's an ongoing battle, and that's not in ink anywhere. But just as of right now, he said CV is number 2. As far as the landscape of college football that I mentioned, Coach Swinney had a couple things to say about the ongoing expansion of the college football playoff, suggesting that college football fans are taking the postseason much more seriously than the regular season. And he said, but as a coach, nothing has changed. 2-team playoff, 4-team playoff, now 12-team playoff. Nothing has changed. He does think there's a chance it will, in the future, affect scheduling for some teams. But Coach Swinney points out they've already always played as difficult to schedule as they possibly could. And he pointed out this year, obviously, they will kick off with Georgia. There's also a fun note. EA Sports NCAA 25, many of you know, is already out. And I got the pleasure of, I got to see C.J. Spiller play just a little bit. Now, I don't know if he was playing all 4 quarters or not, but he was leading South Carolina, playing with Clemson. C.J. Spiller playing EA Sports NCAA 25, leading 35-17 late fourth quarter. So maybe later in the year we'll find out from C.J. what the final stats were on that game. Also, this note came out of the press conference. Swinney's against the rivalry game, as you might imagine, being played on Black Friday, South Carolina and Clemson, here on the campus of Clemson University. But he did say he'd be open to playing that game at Williams-Brice Stadium on a Black Friday. He just thinks it's the wrong choice for Clemson here hosting. What areas need improvement on Clemson's team moving forward? Red zone offense, wants to see his team be more consistent there. Red zone defense, Coach Swinney brought up as well. We talked about eliminating negative plays, but he wants to improve the consistency on defense, and something he said early in the press conference, big plays from the wide receiver group. Those were lacking last season, but I'll tell you where they may come from, and that is Antonio Williams. Dabo Swinney could not heap enough praise on Antonio Williams about what he has done, the growth he's had since he's arrived on campus. Of course, we'll hear more from Dabo Swinney as fall camp gets going. They will get on the field for the first time August 1st, and that is in preparation for the showdown with Georgia in Atlanta on August 31st. You can hear the full audio from Dabo Swinney at sportstalksc.com, and you'll get reaction tonight from Phil Kornblut, Chris Bergen, and myself on Sports Talk at 6:05.